Huang Jing, also known as the Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic, holds great significance in the history of Chinese medicine. Huang Jing is not a cohesive work by a single author, but rather an encyclopedia by many doctors and scholars before and after the Han Dynasty. Huang Di, the Yellow Emperor, is a mythical figure. In ancient times, it was common to attribute authorship to such legendary figures, a practice known as gatak, or false attribution. The term Jing refers to a canonical text or scripture with authoritative status. The word ne, meaning internal or inner, is often misunderstood in the context of internal medicine, which is an incorrect interpretation. In the Han Shuyi Wenji, a text called the Wai Jing is mentioned, which has no relation to Huang Di Neijing. Neijing refers not to internal, as in medicine, but to a secretly transmitted important text. In English, Neijing can be interpreted as esoteric, while Wai Jing would be considered exoteric, or intended for the general public. It may not be necessary for you to study the original text when you start to study AHM, because most of the critical content has already been summarized in your regular textbooks. Attempting to study this text now might lead to confusion. Although the ancient nature of the text is fascinating, I suggest seeking out the original texts after studying Chinese medicine for a few years to gain a deeper understanding of the subject later. Formation of Huang Di Neijing, the Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic. The Huang Di Neijing is a medical text that has been commonly said to have been written during the Warring States period, over 2,200 years ago. Some scholars insist that the current edition of the 18-volume Huang Di's Internal Classic, which includes Ling Shu and Su Wen, was likely merged during the Eastern Han Dynasty. First, it is believed that Huang Di Neijing was rewritten by medical experts such as Bian Ke in the Qin state. It has been modified and appended by many different authors continuously. The final compilation is assumed to have occurred in the Eastern Han Dynasty, 100 to 110. In addition to this, there are various theories about when it was written, which can be broadly categorized as follows: Warring States period, Warring States to Qin period, Western Han period. The Huang Di Neijing was never written by a single person at a single time, but rather a collection of treatises written by practitioners at different times. It is a book that began roughly in the Warring States, around 400 BCE, reached the northern and southern dynasties in 400 CE through the organization and synthesis of the Jin Han period, and was revised and supplemented by medical practitioners until the Song dynasty. Framework, finished around the Han dynasty. Revision and annotation. Song dynasty. Regarding the date of composition of the Neijing, inner canon, the Qing dynasty scholar Yao Jiheng commented as follows: "There is a mixture of old and new sayings in the Neijing, so it is impossible to say when they were established." Yao Jiheng, Qing dynasty. Earliest edition, Huang Di Neijing Taisu. There is the Huang Di Neijing Taisu, written by Yang Shangzun in the Sui Tang period. It is the earliest surviving edition of a study and commentary on the Neijing. It was also popular in the Northern Song period and was used as a reference text when Wang Bing corrected and republished many books in the Northern Song Bureau of Book Corrections. However, during the Southern Song and Jin Yuan periods, the book was lost to warriors and armaments. In the 19th century, a Japanese scholar accidentally discovered this book in Japan's Inwaji Temple. This edition has been returned from Japan and is now preserved in China. All versions of Neijing that we see today have undergone editing by the Song Dynasty's Bureau for Editing Medical Texts, and there are many differences from the Huang Di Neijing Taisu. It is known that the 7 chapters on Yungqi, including the famous Zhizhen Yaoda Lun, were written by the Song Dynasty commentator Wang Bing. As the oldest version, the Huang Di Neijing Taisu provides a closer look at the original system of acupuncture and herbal medicine. Asict. Basic Perspectives 1. Harmony between human and nature. The human body is an organic whole, and humans are interconnected with the universe, the natural environment, climate, etc. 2. Yin-yang equilibrium. The basic perspective of the theory of AHM, acupuncture and herbal medicine, considers the process of life activity in the human body as a dynamic equilibrium between the opposing yin and yang pairs. Therefore, internal medicine regards the loss of yin and yang equilibrium in the human body as the most basic factor in the occurrence of diseases. Its ultimate goal is to adjust the yin and yang equilibrium. The concept of yin and yang is linked to Zhongyang in Confucianism. These two concepts became the guiding principles for the physical, mental, and social well-being of ancient Chinese people. Zhongyang can be translated as doctrine of the mean, or the state of equilibrium and harmony. Zhang means central, balanced, or moderate, while yang means ordinary or common. 3. 5 elements. These elements are believed to be interconnected and in a constant state of flux, with each element generating and overcoming the next in a cycle of birth and decay. They are used to describe natural phenomena, human behavior, and the interactions between different aspects of the universe. 4. Interaction between evil and righteous qi. Although fraud is the main cause of disease, it is also necessarily determined by the body's own anti-disease ability. The inner classic emphasizes the importance of righteous qi. When righteous qi is within, evil cannot invade. 真气存内, 邪不可干. Wherever evil qi gathers, there must be righteous qi deficiency. 邪之所透, qi qi beat 5. Yangsheng. In religious Taoism and traditional Chinese medicine, yangsheng, nourishing life, refers to various self-cultivation practices aimed at enhancing health and longevity. Yangsheng techniques include calisthenics, self-massage, breath exercises, meditation, internal and external Taoist alchemy, sexual activities, and dietetics. 3. Suwen and Lingshu. The Shanghan Lun, originally a single volume titled Shanghan Zuobing Lun, was later divided into 2 texts, the Shanghan Lun and the Jing Giao Lu, or Zuobing Lun. On the other hand, the Huang Jing, which originally consisted of 2 volumes, the Suwen and the Lingshu, came to be referred to as a single text, Neijing. In the 3rd century AD, during the Zhou dynasty, Huang Fumi wrote in the preface to his book, ABC of Acupuncture. According to my reckoning, there are 18 volumes of the Analects of the Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic in the 7 scriptures and the Han Book of Arts and Letters. Now there are 9 volumes of the Analects of the Yellow Emperor, 9 volumes of Suwen and 9 volumes of Lingshu, making a total of 18 volumes. Since then, most people have adopted this theory, and Suwen and Lingshu have been collectively referred to as the Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic. Suwen, the basic questions. This text covers a broad range of topics related to AHM theory and practice. It discusses concepts such as yin and yang, the 5 elements, the nature of qi, and the relationship between the body and the environment. The Suwen also covers diagnostic techniques such as pulse diagnosis, as well as the use of acupuncture, herbal medicine, and dietary therapy. It is a more comprehensive text that provides a broader understanding of AHM theory and practice. When we refer to the Neijing, it often only refers to Suwen. Lingshu, the spiritual pivot. This was the first and most systematic presentation of meridian theory. Studying and analyzing it in depth is key to understanding it. The acupuncture methods in this book are very rich and varied. For example, it presents dozens of types of acupuncture and extensively discusses the use of acupuncture needles, needle sites, depths, contraindications, and the relationship between acupuncture and the 4 seasons. Over the course of its long history, Lingshu has been referred to by many different names. According to scholars' rigorous authentication, Zhouzhen, Toujing, Zhouxulingjing are all different titles of Lingshu. In summary, Lingshu focuses on the meridian system and acupuncture techniques, while Suwen covers a wider range of topics related to AHM theory. Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic, Volume 1, Basic Questions, Basic Theories, Volume 2, Spiritual Pivot, Acupuncture and Moxibustion,